Your test. How to permanently delete information from an iPhone remotely. Can deleted text messages be retrieved? Will life insurance still pay serious damage control? Luxury prisons for the rich in America. Give one heck of a fight. I'm ready to prove my innocence.
Everybody, Tudo Bem, Bom dia. I realized yesterday it wasn't just us that had to speak in languages other than English. Loot. There were other people who had the same problem. So yeah, it wasn't just our curse. I think YouTube was trolling us. YouTube was trying to get us to be multilingual. Yesterday, Lauren's chat had the same problem last night, and it was amusing. We will have a bit of a look at that later. We had to go live early, everybody, so I'm sure that a lot of people who usually join us at 6:15 Eastern or 4:15 Utah time will come along later and be like, what the hell, what are you guys doing? And we missed the song. Oh well. But live early because Carmen Lauber is on the stand, and this is the witness that I've been waiting for, especially the cross. So we're going to just pop straight into that in a second. And I put a question in chat. Do you believe Carmen, no or no? Because, dude, she's a prison snitch, basically. She's a prison snitch that does not have a jumpsuit on, and they've kept her out of a jumpsuit very strategically and on purpose. She could do no wrong for the last few years because they want her out of a jumpsuit sitting in that seat, and she would otherwise be in jail. She'd be in jail. She is a drug dealer, guys. Don't be fooled by this woman. She's a liar and a drug dealer, and she's making a lot of shit up. So, yeah, whether you believe Kouri's guilty or not, I do not like the state playing choose your favorite criminal. And that is what's going on here. Just having my little rant. Let's bring Dali in. Hello.
Hey. Is it true she got on the stand and said Kouri in her sleep? Whispered, vent, vent, vent.
Vent. No. She had a dream sequence.
Okay, right so after.
We're referring to another trial here where a prison snitch had a dream sequence. And
no, he said Zach spoke in his dream.
Spoke in his dream.
To sleep, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And said, die, die, die.
Name a better opera. Phantom at the Opera. There is no better opera.
Fentanyl at the opera?
Yeah. Carmen is great. Yes, everyone thinks Carmen is great, and she is very truthful, and she would never lie except when she's on drugs, and she's not on drugs now. She's not on drugs now.
I mean, I don't mean to be mean, but I kind of like get the maid from Family Guy vibes.
That is quite the mischaracterization, Hella. Oh, really? Is it the mischaracterization? Is it now? Yes. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Carmen. Carmen is a great opera. You're right. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. Bizet. By Bizet, indeed. One of my favorites. In fact, it was one of my dad's favorites. Rest his heart. Rest in peace, my dad. But yes, Carmen was a fantastic opera. What I saw, she has been blunt and believable. I can't put any stock in anything this woman says unless it's backed up in some way. I just can't. I know what has been offered to this woman and how much pressure has been put on her. The fact that she had life sentences on the line and she was allowed out for the last few years. So I just can't. To me, she is no better than a prison snitch in a jumpsuit. So that's just me. She's a drug dealer. And like she was an addict.
A drug saleswoman.
A drug saleswoman.
Yes.
So and she's been coached for the last 3 years. So I'm gonna really struggle to take anything she says very seriously unless there's receipts there. Brag moment, I saw Carmen staged at the Met. Coolest and fanciest I've ever gotten to. Ooh, wow, Quinn. You don't know what Carmen is?
Oh, no, sorry. No, I just saw an email.
You're very not cultured. That's okay. All right, let's get into it. Quick. Let's go before this thing's over. We went live early for a reason, not to chitty chat.
So I can go to bed earlier.
No.
I need my beauty sleep.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, that was my roommate's son's, yes. And, well, possessing a firearm, whether it's yours or not, oxy-30s.
They are stronger pig pill.
What?
Closed chat?
Closed chat?
Are they 30 milligram oxycodones?
I'm not sure.
No.
You're not sure. Okay, that's fine.
No.
All right, let's see. No. But Susan got you some prescription oxycodone. And when you were interviewed on May 2nd, the interview we're talking about right now, you said that you left those pills in the fire pit at the house in Midway. Do you remember that?
No, I don't recall.
Fire pit?
Okay. Can you look at page 41?
Or she hit him.
Do you see that?
Okay, so what we haven't seen yet is the detectives who coerced her. And so it's going to get worse for Carmen Lauber's testimony yet. And we will see that because they incentivized her, and there's already been a little bit of this on Cross. They incentivized her with some wording which sounds really, really bad. One of the things they said was, "This is a get out of jail free card." Yeah, that was the wording. It's in one of the transcripts from her interviews, and the particular detective who said that, he actually said at the bond hearing that he didn't say that, and Sky Lazaro said, "Are you sure?" And she looked at her notes, and she was clearly reading it from a transcript. And that detective went, no. And she goes, okay, then. So I think there might have been a little bit of perjury there. But yeah, there was so much pressure put on this woman to say exactly what they wanted in order to get a conviction of Kouri Richins. This is why I'm so skeptical about this woman and her testimony.
Yes, I do see.
Okay. So at that time you said, I left the pills in the fire pit at Midway and the money was in the fire pit in Midway. Remember? That's correct, right?
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Correct.
Carmen.
Okay. It's different than what you said today, though, right?
Yes.
All right. Fair to say, though, 3 years ago, you might have remembered a little bit better than you do today what happened, right?
Ooh. No.
Did someone tell you what you said 3 years ago was wrong? So now you're saying something different today?
No, nobody told me what I said was wrong.
All right.
So why can't you remember?
Did say then that you've left them in the fire pit at Midway.
Yes.
All right. We'll
That's
get back to
sweet.
that. Now,
Well, it just means her memory isn't good.
in that interview, you told Detectives Maynard, Detective O'Driscoll, and Agent Sorensen that you never did a hand-to-hand exchange with Kouri.
No.
Turn to page 41.
I'm on 41.
It says you never exchanged pills with Kouri. Isn't that what you told them then?
Yes.
So you said then, I never did a hand-to-hand exchange with Kouri, but today you're saying you gave those pills directly to Kouri.
Yes, in my driveway.
Okay. And you said that the pills were $600
Yes.
and that you fronted the money. That's what you said today, is that you fronted the money.
Yes, to Susan.
So you didn't make any money off doing that?
Pause.
No.
Yes.
I'm not a very cultured man in the
No.
world of drug buying.
Oh.
Or culture just in general.
That's
I
established.
do know that most people who sell drugs don't typically take money up front
Down
because they
payments.
have to go buy them from someone else. And sometimes the shady middlemen don't often have the money to be fronting you the money to go buy the drugs.
Sorry, say that again. So you're saying that you think that
It's
the
odd.
drug dealer won't take money up front
Well,
to
she
go
said
buy the drugs?
she said she was fronting Kouri. She didn't take money from Kouri. She paid for the drugs first and then was reimbursed later.
Okay.
So she had to like pay for the drugs out of her own pocket.
Okay.
That's just not typically how drug dealing works.
Okay, okay, so the middleman doesn't usually have the money. They usually have to get the money and then go and
Yeah.
I can see that.
And it's just, these kinds of people are kind of flaky. So typically you want,
You don't
cash
trust
up front.
them.
Yeah.
Except she had been working for Kouri for 9 years.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
There is that. I don't know if it's come up yet, but the transaction that occurred that supposedly Kouri bought the Roxys, which is in dispute whether or not they ended up being fentanyl or not, was bought with a check from Kouri's business account. Now, what will come up at some point is that no one knows whether or not that could have actually been just money paying her for house cleaning, because she pays her money for house cleaning weekly. So not cash, money for house cleaning.
So you just
Not this one, no.
did that. It's not a very good drug dealer, correct?
Right.
All right, so you
Speed it up
just
now
took the
'cause we're
money,
talking.
got the pills, paid for them, took them back and forth, risked drug court just because.
Just, I thought she was a friend.
All right.
Aw.
So at
Friend
that time of that
indeed.
interview, you told detectives that, again, that you bought the pills from Susan, left the pills in the fire pit, and you told them that this was the first of 3 times you bought drugs from Ms. Richins. That's what you told them back in May of 2023.
He has a really itchy head.
Yes.
Okay. You bought
She has
pills once from
lice.
Susan, twice from Robbie.
Oh, one's from Susan, 3 from Robbie.
It's not what you told them then, though, right?
I'm not sure. It was a lot to process, and it was many years.
She's talking about Robert Coercion, right? When she says Robbie, I expect. And yes, I can't wait for him either. He's going to be flaky as fuck, I reckon. He's the one who recanted.
Ago.
We couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
It was a lot to process. It was quite a few years ago.
Let me look at page 54, I think it is. Let me just be sure. Let's see.
It's nice to work for people you like. Yeah. I love having you around, this normal Idaho mum. Detached and logical. Yeah, we're not emotionally invested in this. We're not like, oh my God, how dare you say something that is pro the defense.
So when you were being interviewed in May, and you were telling them in May of 23, and you were telling them, I picked up the money from the fire pit, I got the pills from Susan, I left the pills in the fire pit. Detectives told you that it was really important. You had to be very clear what had happened, right?
Yes.
And you were doing your best, I would imagine, to tell them what you remembered happened. No, I'm just asking you if you were trying your hardest to tell them what you remember.
Yes, there was a lot to process.
Yeah, I understand. But that's what you told them. I left the pills in the fire pit.
Yes.
And you talked more that day.
There was a lot to process, like the fact that I could have had like 3 consecutive life sentences. That was a fair bit to process, huh?
About how you really needed to stay in drug court, correct?
Yes.
And why don't you turn to page 62?
Whoa,
You told
buddy,
them
you stop
wait.
stop spreading, man.
Yes.
Stop spreading.
Yes.
And
I just saw that. No, look what he just did to his
why don't you turn to page 62? But
head.
you told them you were gonna fight. You were gonna fight hard to stay in
Damn,
drug
go
court, correct?
stay there.
Yes.
Stay. Stop it. And
This-
sir,
So,
number 1, can you close your legs? Number 2, what the freak are you looking at, buddy?
not just that, but what did he just pull out of his face and look at? Wait,
And what?
look.
Great. Yeah, of
Watch
course,
this back.
Jack Murphy is a man spreader
Okay, I'm going to turn the sound down and we will focus on dude in the back there.
on his crotch.
No, watch what he does with his face too.
Well,
Look.
I can't see because my cat's in the way.
Okay, look, all right, look. Watch him again.
Okay.
Watch him again.
Okay.
Okay, thank God he didn't put his finger up his
Uh-oh.
nose. She's like,
Ugh.
Did
We're
you
on your side.
pick a winner?
And as long as this relationship continues, we're here for you. Remember that?
I don't recall.
We'll take a look there on page 62.
62?
Yes.
Did they not realize they're on camera? Okay, so I've worked that out. So mustache guy, he is the sound tech.
Really?
Yeah, so he's in charge of what microphones are on at what time. he could really fuck up.
Is he with the prosecutor or the media?
It court.
Oh, okay.
Like he's a court tech, I believe. So yeah, he's doing something. Yeah, he's in charge of. Actually, that makes sense. It's not just sound; it's like media. Because he's loading exhibits up, and he's like got the things coming in, and he's yeah, and he knows Hella and Dali are watching. Well, he sucks because the sound's very low. Is it? Hang out might be my fault. Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
you can
not.
say Hella sucks.
Yeah, no, it's not my fault at all. Explains the facial hair and everything. Does it?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
As a
And
roadie
that's
after
what they told you.
hours.
Lucky for you, we're on your side.
Yes.
And as long as this relationship continues, we're here for you.
I heard that on Twitter. It might be wrong.
Yes.
And you tell them, I'll do whatever I can.
It does make sense.
Correct?
Yes.
And you tell them throughout this interview and really throughout the next 6-7 interviews that you have a lot of memory problems.
There's a lot to process, yes.
I understand. You told them though that you have a lot of memory problems.
I don't know what those exact words, but
It's upside down.
Look to page 64.
Senior?
It's upside down.
Meow meow.
I really do like being held. Oh.
Yeah, she's not talking very loudly.
yes.
Okay. And you told them more than once over those days. You had a lot of memory problems, correct?
That my memory wasn't the best, yes.
Yeah. You told that to Nick Von Savage when you spoke with him on the phone. Remember that?
Yes, still once again, a lot to process when you're incarcerated.
And you told them that you had fried your brain using drugs.
A figure of speech, yes.
But you said that
Well,
figure
yes.
numerous times over those interviews.
It's a figure. We know it's a figure of speech.
You don't think you reenacted the whole this is your brain on drugs, cracked eggs commercial from the 80s, sweetie? Yes, we know it's an expression.
Yes, but you said it, right?
Right?
Probably yes.
Numerous times I've been using
Yeah,
drugs
not
since this time.
literally.
My brain is fried.
Yes.
All right. And during this interview, they're still telling you you might be going to prison.
Yes.
But that's not going to happen. We talked about that as long as you help them out, correct?
Correct.
And by helping them out, they tell you that means you need to give us the details to make sure Kouri gets convicted of murder, correct?
I don't know if that's the exact words.
Can we pull up Defense Exhibit 1032? Or how do you want to do this?
Yep.
This is for impeachment. Do we play this just for the witness, or can we? I'm not admitted. It's a demonstrative for impeachment. Can I play that to the jury at this point?
At least gotta give Mr.
He has the exhibit.
Are you familiar with what it is? You just gave a number. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you.
I provided it.
You need a chance to review it.
Can they bring it up?
It should be up for council. Am I wrong about that? Okay.
Is there a transcript of this? Where's the transcript?
Is there a date that you can identify?
Do you have the transcript from the interviews, or do you want me to pull up that one? I can.
There it is. It's up.
Oh, thank you, Katie. You're very good at this.
You just take it.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
Point in the transcript.
Yep. Isn't it nice that this lady gets to wear nice clothes and get her nails done and have her eyelash extensions and things like that? And she gets to go out and just like live a fairly normal life. Like she's on a ankle monitor, and she's not allowed to have like firearms and things like that. But she's out there, she's doing a thing, and she would have been in jail. In fact, she probably would have had a prison sentence by now if it weren't for the fact that she's doing and saying exactly what the state have told her to do. And she's in the witness box right now spouting exactly the story they've told her to say, to the word. And she's probably very, very nervous right now because if she messes up just a little bit, she's going to end up in prison. But if she gets it right, she's going to get that ankle monitor off, and she's going to get to see her grandkids again because that's what she really wants.
Aww.
And she might
Just
even
like Becky Hill.
Yeah, just like Becky Hill, and she might even get to do some drugs again eventually. So this woman's got a huge incentive to get this right.
Tap it up on the back. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, they approached her. They found a firearm in her house. She said it was her son's. It doesn't matter. She's a felon.
You want back?
And she failed to appear for a test. So they went through all of this stuff. She had several outstanding drug appearances. She had a long rap sheet. Long. And they took her in and they said, here's all these reasons why you could go to prison for the rest of your life. But we don't care about that. Here's a get out of jail free card. We think Kouri Richins poisoned her husband. We need you. And suddenly her memory started to refresh. She only remembered a few things, but they told her of several dates when Kouri supposedly asked her for things. She didn't remember, but she remembered once they told her. And this is all going to come up later when they cross-examine some of the detectives who influenced her.
Can you go to the next page?
It's on that page. It's at the bottom.
Well, that's a good question, Scott Longley. Who's on trial here, lady in the dock chair or lady sitting on the defense? Well, this is the issue that I've got. I feel like state is playing a little bit of a game that they do this often. They choose who their favorite criminal is, and they've chosen that this criminal that's sitting in the box is no longer a criminal in their eyes. As long as she says exactly what they would like her to say, she's no longer a criminal. And it doesn't even matter if it's true. It doesn't matter if she remembers these things truthfully, as long as she says them, because they've already made their mind up that Kouri did these things on these certain dates. And it doesn't matter whether Kouri is guilty or innocent right now. It matters that they have this person to corroborate their version of events. So, yes, Kouri's the one on trial right now. She's the one who is having this evidence brought in against her by this person who may or may not be telling the truth, but is most definitely being influenced by coercion. And I don't like the fact that there's this threat of life in prison against this witness right here. And they've managed to keep her out of a jumpsuit so that the jury doesn't see her as being a prison snitch, basically. And that's what she is.
He wants to see the next
Oh,
page.
I'm sorry.
Well, some people would say dealers and murderers are the same thing.
So you want to use the transcript or the video?
The video.
This portion.
Yes, it's a small portion. Can we play that for the jury now?
How does she hear it and not?
Do we not want the whole truth?
I'm sorry. I might not be following.
Do we not want the whole truth? Do we not want exactly what happened? Or do we just want what they're telling Carmen Lauber to say?
Please correct my apologies. Fast forward to whatever time
Just the
stamp.
clip that we have.
Yeah. And then let me know when you're ready. Okay. Go ahead.
So here's where it's at, okay, in your drug court, okay?
Oh, what's going
Oh,
on?
wait a minute. 1 second. That's all right. This happens. If you would, Kitty, do me a favor. Unplug, plug back in. you cue up the video again. And
Sorry.
press play, please.
So here's where it's at with McKay and your drug court. Okay. They are looking for, and it's going to be upsetting, but let me finish. They're looking to pull your drug court deal and ask for 7 years on your two first. 5 years for the one felony, and then a 40% portion for the second for 7 years. The only exception to that, and the only thing that they're willing to kind of help you out with, is if you can help us out with this.
And by so, he means like, give us the details that will ensure Kouri gets convicted of murder.
So that's what they said to you.
Yes. Yes.
And let me just identify a couple of people here. The first person speaking to you, telling you that, first he says, I talked to McKay. McKay is the prosecutor in Wasatch County Drug Court, right?
Correct.
McKay King.
Yes, correct.
All right.
Wait,
And that
can
in
we
talking to
play
McKay
that
King,
back?
You may be getting. So that's
Up with this portion for the second for 7 years deal, and ask for 7 years on your two first. 5 years for the one felony, and then a 40% portion for the second for 7 years. The only exception to that, and the only thing that they're willing to kind of help you out with, is if you can help us out with this.
And by so, he means like, give us the details that will ensure Kouri gets convicted of murder.
Boom. Give us the details that will ensure Kouri Richins gets convicted of murder. Shut the front door. I don't think there's any question about what they're saying that she has to do. Anything at all you say, officers. Tell me what I need to say. Just give me the script.
so that's what they said to you.
Yes. Yes.
And let me just identify a couple of people here. The first person speaking to you, telling you that, first he says, I talked to McKay. McKay is the prosecutor in Wasatch County Drug Court, right?
Correct.
McKay King.
Yes, correct.
All right. And that in talking to McKay King, you may be getting 7 years in prison on your state case.
Correct.
But if you help him out, that's not going to happen.
Correct.
And by helping him out, that means you need to give us the details that will ensure that Kouri gets convicted, correct?
Correct.
And you are willing to do whatever it takes to save yourself from getting kicked out of drug court and going to prison, correct?
I'm going to go forward with the truth. Yes.
And you tell them, I'll do whatever it takes.
Yes. That means incriminating me. Yes.
But then you tell them, but I need a blueprint about what happened. Because you don't know what happened, right?
I just needed, I guess you want to call it a blueprint, kind of a layout of what was going on.
That's right. You said you need to lay out for me what you want, right?
Not lay out what they want, lay out what had happened or what.
Well,
Page 80.
you know,
80 of the same.
I think that was a pretty good receipt right there. Right. So, and I'm with you. So I'm not disagreeing there's influence, but to say as with much authority, no receipts. That's why Alan Jackson kicked ass in Karen Reid. You brought receipts. Well, there you go. I think that's a pretty good receipt. And right there, that was a good receipt. And and you're asking a minute ago, how can I say with such authority? It's because I've watched some of the pretrial hearings and I've heard the previous defense attorney cross-examining some of those detectives that were in that room about what they said to this witness and what they've held over her, and read out some of those transcripts. So that's how I know.
Second.
Hella's allowing me to chat again?
Okay, correct.
You need a blueprint. You need to lay it out for me. Correct?
It just says a blueprint. Yes.
All right. And then you said, I'll do whatever because you struggled really hard to get where it is. I'll do whatever it takes. Correct? That's not on that page. I'm asking if you remember that.
Amigo.
Sorry. Yes.
It's fine. Okay, you did tell them that. And so they say, all right, that's great. We'll go to the prosecutor and we'll try and hammer out a deal for you, correct?
No.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, do you recall, and if you don't, you can turn to page 69, that during that meeting, Detective O'Driscoll asked you to write down everything that you could remember for your next meeting, to help out with the next meeting. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Did you ever do that? Did you write that out?
No.
Okay. I just wondered if that had happened. All right. Now, you tell them, and I think you said this again today, that after you got pills from Susan Kohler, the next set of pills you got were light green pills, correct?
Correct.
Katie, can you pull up exhibit 1030? Can you see that, Ms. Lauber?
Yes.
Does that look similar, or I don't know, how close do those look to the pills that you received?
Those are dark green.
Okay, so the pills you got were even lighter green than that.
Yes, those are darker.
Hey, don't
Okay.
let up.
Can I submit
I
that
started early, mate.
for comparison? She says the pills were lighter than the pills in those pictures, in that picture.
No, Your Honor, authenticity?
I can blow it up bigger. It's just a picture of the pills.
Just a picture.
If it's just the picture of the two
Tablets,
pills,
yeah, that's fine.
but there's a whole lot of,
No, how about, can we just publish this? We don't have to, do you want to admit this as a redacted copy or just publish it?
Let's admit it as a redacted copy for now.
Any objection?
if we redact everything around the pills.
Yeah, I think what we're talking about here is this, what's on the counsel and witness screen, Mr. Bloodworth.
She's redacting it in real time.
There you
Is there a second page? I'm sorry, is there a second?
No. Oh. I don't think so.
Yeah, that too. So we, if we want to publish the photo of the two pills now, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll mock
and
up,
then redact it later. And
Understood. Let's publish just the photograph of the tablets. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, pausing there for just a moment.
So your memory is the first pills you got from Mr. Crozier were an even lighter green color than that.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember if they said anything on them? Like those pills say something on them?
I don't recall. Like I said, they were in a little plastic bag. I didn't sit there and count them and play with them.
Okay.
Play with them.
Now, you now have a conversation with the detectives. We can take that down. Thank you, Katie. And they are telling you, well, you asked for blues. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then they ask you, actually, some of the same questions I was asking you. They're asking you, you asked for, what are M30s? Do you remember they were asking you about M30s and Roxys or Oxys?
I don't recall.
Okay, why don't you turn to page 90? It's over 90 and 91.
Whoops.
Right. And that's, they're asking you about M30s. You see that? You're on page 90.
I am on 90.
David, we know you wanted the pills, right? Fair.
What's the question?
I haven't been
Yeah,
addicted to
the
pills in
question
6
is,
years. Thank you
um,
very much.
They ask you what M30s are, and you tell them that M30s are either Roxys or Oxys, correct?
Correct. I'm not seeing the question in here at all.
All right, well, maybe you just remember. They asked you what M30s were, and you told them M30s are Roxys or Oxy, which is oxycodone, correct?
Ms. Lauber, I'm sorry.
Hey, Karen.
We're getting confused here.
Mate,
I need you to be.
We started early, so like people didn't know we were on. It's fine. Don't worry. It's just I've been waiting for this witness, especially the cross of this witness, and cross of this witness was on, and my daughter just went to school, so I was like, let's go. Let's just go. Let's just go.
more
Hey,
specific
welcome.
about when you're asking her whether it's something in the transcript or if you're asking something based on her memory.
Okay. Do you remember that they asked you what M30s were? Or they asked you about M30s?
Yes, that's right here.
And you told them M30s would be Roxys or oxycodone?
Yes.
Oxys.
Yes.
Oh, she's got some
Isn't
moxie.
it true that Sergeant O'Driscoll says
Some
no
moxie in the
M30s
oxy.
are fentanyl? And I'm not using his exact words, but he tells you M30s are fentanyl.
Yes.
And you say, well, what did you say? Do you remember? Is it there?
I don't recall.
Did you say, oh, okay, see, that's how much I don't really deal with them.
Yes, with fentanyl, yes.
Okay, because you don't know anything about fentanyl.
No, not really.
Ooh.
And every time, we'll strike that.
Hang on. How can she not know anything about fentanyl? Her daughter was addicted to fentanyl, she said earlier.
Kouri Richins, she never did ask you for fentanyl, correct?
No, when I had told her what Robbie had, she said, okay, go ahead and get the fentanyl.
That's your testimony today?
Yes, she did ask me. When I told her what I had, that's what she said, yes.
That's the first time you've said that, though, right?
No.
You told them that Kouri never asked for fentanyl.
In jail or now I'm confused. Can you repeat the question?
You told authorities during the course of these interviews that Kouri Richins never asked for fentanyl.
Yes.
And you kept telling them during this interview that you got Roxy's.
The ones from Susan Kouri, yes.
They tell you that you got fentanyl for Kouri Richins, correct?
No, when I reached out to Nicole Cummings, she would reach out to Robbie. Robbie's the one who told me that he can give fentanyl.
That's your recollection today.
Yes.
That wasn't your recollection then, though, was it?
No, like I said, it was a lot to process. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
Okay. But what you do tell them is not that Kouri didn't ask for fentanyl. She asked for the Michael Jackson drug.
Yes.
You tell them that. And you don't know what that is.
No.
Get me that Michael Jackson stuff.
And you Google it.
Yes.
And you discover that it's a drug called propofol.
Yes.
And propofol is not fentanyl.
No.
It's a sleeping drug, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Ms. Lauber, we couldn't hear.
Correct.
All right. But then they keep telling you that you must have given her fentanyl, correct?
I don't call them saying that.
What's going on here? Why did I do that?
You turn to page 124. And while you're looking, let me just, so up to this point, you've told them you got Oxycontin, Roxy's from, I said Oxycontin, oxycodone, from Susan, that you were, Kouri asked you for the Michael Jackson drug, that you didn't know what that was. And then they tell you it's fentanyl. And you said, well, they tell you M30s are fentanyl. And you said, well, I didn't know that. Just to recap. And now at this point, you say, well, I must have asked for fentanyl. Because why else would I have asked unless Kouri told me to ask for fentanyl, right?
Correct.
Ms. Lauber, I need you to speak loud.
Correct. Sorry.
And as you turn to page 125, you say, I want to say that is the only way that got in my head.
Correct.
So you're telling them, well, I guess Kouri must have asked for fentanyl because how else, why else would we be talking about fentanyl?
When I reached out to Nicole, she gave me Robbie's number. Robbie said that he had a friend with, I asked for the fentanyl, or he said he had fentanyl, and I reached back to Kouri and said that he has some fentanyl.
Okay, we're going to come back to that because this is a new story today that you've never told before.
That is new. That is new because Robert Crozier reckons that he never had any fentanyl. He only sold oxys. This is new. Wait, let's just play that back.
Well, I guess Kouri must have asked for fentanyl because how else, why else would we be talking about fentanyl?
When I reached out to Nicole, she gave me Robbie's number. Robbie said that he had a friend with, I asked for the fentanyl, or he said he had fentanyl, and I reached back to Kouri and said that he has some fentanyl.
Okay, we're going to come back to that because this is a new story today that you've never told before.
Wow.
So let's talk about the story you told on this day. This day, you said, how else did I get fentanyl in my head?
Pause.
How else did I get fentanyl in my head?
I've never seen a man have resting bitch face before, but that guy does
Oh yeah.
in the beard. Not the luxurious handlebar guy. No.
No, Bloodworth is not too happy right now either, though. Gotta say,
No,
he's like, "This is not what we talked about, bitch."
but there is just utter contempt on his face,
Oh yeah,
on the
like
man spreader's face.
the man spread his face. Now, both of them though, both of them are like, "You're going to prison, bitch. You get this right now, right? Big house for you. Big house for you. No noodles. No honey buns. You look at me right now. Look at me. You get it right. Get it right."
Hey, we're the ones who will prosecute you for perjury, so it's okay.
Ms. Lauber, isn't it fair to say you got fentanyl in your head from Detectives O'Driscoll and Maynard?
Whoa.
They're the ones that put fentanyl in your head.
Pointing.
No.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Really?
no.
Because up to this point in the
No,
interview, you said
no,
no fentanyl. I don't deal in fentanyl. I didn't get her fentanyl. I got her Roxy's. I got her Oxys. Oh, she asked for Michael Jackson drugs. Oh, I guess I got her fentanyl. How else would fentanyl be in my head? Right? That's what's happened up to this point.
Very good.
Correct.
And
This
the
is
only person up to this point
good.
Oh,
with
he
the
is
word fentanyl
pissed.
in your head are these detectives, correct?
Well,
Miss Lauber, you're on the stand. At that point, they are the ones that told you it was fentanyl.
They're the ones that told me that Eric passed away from fentanyl.
They're the ones that put the word fentanyl in your head.
They're the ones that told me that that's where Eric passed away from.
Oh. Shut the front door. Oh shit, man.
is this one 1.25? Because that was a long pause with the
No, let's go
1.25
back.
speed.
Let's go back. Let's go back. That was hardcore.
Oh. And can I just also say
Wait.
how it really was stupid of the prosecutor to allow cross to happen Thursday, the last day before the weekend.
Yeah.
To allow cross to happen right before the jury goes home. Why would he
Yeah.
not put a quick witness on earlier and then drag
Yeah.
out direct all day?
Yes.
Give the jury the weekend with the rehearsed great story.
Yes.
Like, I believe she
Good
did
point.
it, but they're not doing a good job prosecuting it. It's
No. You're
and
right.
oh yeah, prosecutor was stupid to put her up there at all. But well, they don't have a
They
whole
kind of
lot.
had to. No, they had to, right? They needed at least her. If they put Robert Crozier up there, I think that's stupid as fuck. Because he's gonna be ripped apart way worse than her.
Yeah.
Like, he is a terrible witness from the sounds of him. He's
Is there?
all over the place. That's not supposed to be. They're only supposed to be going Monday to Thursday. So if they're on tomorrow, then that's a change of plans.
Yeah.
But definitely, I was actually thinking when I heard that Carmen Lauber was on when I woke up, which is afternoon, I thought, okay, they're going to drag out
That's what I
direct
said.
for the rest of the day.
Hey, you were
And then
shocked when I told you it was cross.
when you told me it was cross, I was like, what?
And they're giving her
Cross
like
tomorrow?
2.5 hours, 2 hours on cross, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, because I knew she was going to get wrecked on cross.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
yeah, they are Nestor and Lewis are, and whoever this woman is, but she's also very good.
No, she's this is Nesta.
Oh, is this Nestor?
Yeah, the large lady is Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're very good, but I mean, the prosecutor, he's just missing basic. It feels like he's missing basic trial strategy, unless there's something I'm
we're
missing.
yet to see it.
Yeah, I could stand corrected. He could.
Yeah.
We have a lot of trial left, but
Yeah.
Miss Lauber, you're on the stand. At that point, they are the ones that told you it was fentanyl.
They're the ones that told me that Eric passed away from fentanyl.
They're the ones that put the word fentanyl in your head.
They're the ones that told me that that's where Eric passed away from.
Okay.
Eek.
But during this interview, you're very confused about what happened, because first you told them that you dropped the oxys from Susan in the fire pit.
Yeah, they'll redirect, but redirect will be Monday.
Correct?
I'm
Correct.
guessing.
And then you tell them you gave Kouri some pills standing in the driveway, correct?
Correct.
But you told them the pills in the driveway were not the pills from Susan. They were the light green pills that you got later, correct?
No, I believe I said that the ones that Susan gave me, she came and picked up in my driveway.
Let's see. Let's go to page 135 of that interview. Where did you tell them you left the pills?
This is combined. Yes.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
There's, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'll just show it.
Exactly.
So there's three different ones. Yeah, there's three different ones right here.
You
So
never
there's
know.
Apparently not. No.
I thought so too, actually.
Folks.
I knew once these witnesses started to come in, it was going to get really
Oh,
fiery.
she was explaining, and I'll ask
I
the
know that
question
maybe,
based
but-
on that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Carmen. All right. So you're saying at this point now that you're telling them about 3 transactions,
Right here it says that.
and it says, oh, go ahead. Tell me what you said.
And now
This
you
is
can read.
combined, yes, because the ones from Susan, and then the green ones, and then there was the other ones that were the fire pit. The third one was the fire pit.
But you don't tell them that the ones from Susan were in the driveway during this interview, correct?
I don't recall.
Hey, Jackie.
But then later on, you tell them that, let's go to page 159. Because you change your story. Tell me if you recall this. Go to page 159, then I'll ask you. I'm sorry, I know.
This is a lot.
You would just pause and listen to Ms. Lewis's question. Thank you.
Do you have it on the page?
Yes,
Okay,
159.
Listen to my question, and then if you don't remember, I'll have you look at the page, okay?
Okay.
So you changed your story and you said, no, the first time wasn't in the driveway or the fire pit. The first time was in a cup in a closet inside the Midway house. You tell them that at this interview. Do you recall that?
I don't recall.
Okay, look at the page there.
Gee, Wally, I can't wear a maroon blazer to court. Golly.
Golly.
Oh, I love Leave It to Beaver.
I do love golly.
Gee, Wally.
We don't say golly here.
No, this just says one was at the house.
Never seen Leave It to
This is in
Beaver,
the
have you?
closet.
I have
One
seen
was
a
in
little
the,
bit.
one was in the
but-
closet, one was in the fire. Sorry.
The first,
Golly's just not a word we use here at all.
We don't really say it anymore either.
Right. It's very formal and cute. So I might start
Yeah.
using it in everyday conversation. Golly.
time was in a
Gee.
cup in a closet in the Midway house.
It doesn't say the first time, it just says one of them.
All right, fair. Now, when was that then that you left it in a cup in the closet?
Would have been the third one.
You think it was the
I
third
think I
one?
do believe so, yes.
Now, the third one, which the original third one or the new third one? Because originally you said there were only 3 transactions, 1 from Susan, 2 from Robbie. Now you're saying there's 4, 1 from Susan, 3 from Robbie. So are we talking about the original third transaction or the new third transaction?
Your Honor, objection foundation to the same transaction.
I think she said the transaction. She
There'd
said
be
no.
the third one no matter what you do.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what?
The third is the third no matter what you do.
It's the fourth that
Yeah,
was
it's
added.
sustained. It's the fourth that was added.
All right, well, no, then let me reframe it. The third one originally would be the last transaction. Now, the third one would not be the last transaction. So are you talking about, because originally you said there were 3 transactions. So when you said the third, did you mean the last transaction?
When I say that, I mean the 3 from Robbie, including Susan's or excluding Susan's.
Well, this time you said there weren't 3 from Robbie. There were 2 from Robbie.
I don't recall that.
All right, we'll get back to that in another interview where you talk about that. For now, let me ask you this. Do you know when you left the pills in the cup in the Midway house? What approximate date?
I don't know approximate date.
Was it after February 11th?
Do you need the detectives to remind you?
You testified on direct you bought pills from Susan on February 11th.
Yes.
So it would be after February 11th.
That second one would have been in my driveway. The third one would have been at the other house, the Midway house.
Okay, so that would have been sometime in February.
Approximately, yes.
All right. What was inside the Midway house at that time when you went into the house and left it in a cup in the closet?
It was pretty empty. There was just doing some construction stuff on it. And in the closet, she told me there'd be a box with some coffee cups.
Okay. And were there any boxes in the house or just in the closet?
There was just the one in the closet. I didn't go looking in the house.
All right. Now, as you're going through this interview with them this
I
time,
love you
tell them
moments.
again.
I speak jive.
I don't really know. My memory is messed up. It's foggy.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was Leave It to
possibly.
Beaver's mom.
Do we need to find it?
What's that?
Yeah,
You're saying that?
that
My
was
memory's messed
yeah.
up?
I don't recall.
Turn to page 213.
Barbara Mattingly.
Wow.
Barbara Billingsley. Yeah, that was her mom. That was the mom who played the mom in Leave It to Beaver. And yeah,
No way.
yeah.
What was your question?
You
Thank
told
you.
them your memory's messed up and it's foggy.
Were there any red Solo cups with fentanyl in them?
No.
I don't see it on page 215.
213,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
213. 215.
Okay, so a little bit of trivia for you all to like break up the tension. In Australia, Airplane the movie is called Flying High. Right? Legit. We don't know if you go and like if you went to an old Blockbuster and you went to try and find the movie that we're all laughing about, you know, surely you can't be serious. You wouldn't find it if you look for the movie Airplane. You had to look for the movie called Flying High. And it had the same artwork and everything, like with the twisted up airplane, but it was called Flying High. Yeah, I know.
I'm guessing because America's
Correct.
or Australia was not as
And
uptight
then
about
you
weed.
also told them during that interview, I bought pills for Kouri 3 times, period. That's on page 165 if you don't remember saying that.
Hang on, did we just miss
Remember
something
that, you can
because we're all
interview.
joking about too much?
Correct.
Okay. And then you also told them during that interview, I bought pills for Kouri 3 times, period. That's on page 165 if you don't remember saying that. If you remember that, you can just say, yes, that's,
I don't recall.
Okay.
Well,
What page?
165.
I can think of a few places, but I get your point, Gwen.
Yes. It says 3 purchases were. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, all 3 purchases were before it. Yes.
You said there were 3 purchases all before Eric died.
Correct.
They come back later and tell you that's not correct, right? That's not on the page. I'm just asking you. Did they come back another day and say, no, the last purchase was after Eric died?
The 4th one?
The new 4th one, yes.
Correct. Actually, yes, correct.
All right. You didn't remember that.
I don't recall.
All right. Finally, at the end of this interview, where you've said, and I'm not going to go through it all again, we've been through all the different things you said like 3 times. You said to them, just write it all down and I'll sign it.
I don't recall saying that.
Page 183.
Oh, yes.
You did. You said, write it all down, I'll sign it.
They wanted me to write it, and I didn't want to write.
No, they didn't want you to write it. You asked them to write it all down for you and you'll sign it. Because to their credit, they said, well, no, that's not how this works.
Your Honor, objection.
To what?
I think a little bit more specific.
That wasn't a question. That was testimonial.
Objection. To what?
Yeah, because the judge knew it was a bullshit objection. He's just going to break up her flow because she's freaking destroying him on cross. Your Honor, this is devastating to my case.
Objection! This is devastating to my case. To what?
Objection. She's emasculating me, Your Honor.
My balls hurt. Oh my god, we're gonna play that again.
You did. You said, write it all down, I'll sign it.
They wanted me to write it, and I didn't want to write.
No, they didn't want you to write it. You asked them to write it all down for you, and you'll sign it. Because to their credit, they said, well, no, that's not how this works.
Your Honor, objection.
To what?
Be a little bit more specific.
That wasn't a question, that was testimony.
No,
It is
question.
argumentative.
All right. I'll say it in a nicer tone.
You have to ask a question.
They told you, or I'm sorry, you told them, write it all down, and I will sign it, correct?
I asked if they could write down my statement, yes.
Right. You asked them to write it all down for you, correct?
To write my statement, yes.
For you.
As we wrote it down.
Oh, brilliant.
I've never heard an argument objection be responded to by, I'll say it in a nicer tone.
I've never heard to what?
I mean, I've heard grounds. That's her version of grounds.
To what? That's classic. Oh my god.
I know, Cuffy. It's just we enjoy good lawyering. And
Are we really find this amusing? Yeah, why not?
I enjoy good lawyering. And
I mean, I enjoy spicy lawyering.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, it's getting really tense in there, and she's like, "Why are you objecting to me? To what?" And yeah, that wasn't very professional. I agree, but
no,
this is fun to watch. Why not?
I think she said it under her breath,
Write it.
Yeah, she did say it under her
but
breath,
her mouth was right
It-
by the mic.
and it got right on the mic. Yeah,
And the mic's really
You
good.
just sign whatever they wrote.
she's lovely.
No, not sign whatever they wrote. My statement.
I wouldn't want
They
to
were
date
going to
her.
write for you,
No.
correct?
I asked if they could write it as I did it, as I
That's-
spoke about it.
That's not what you said here. You said, write it all down, and I'll sign it, correct?
Your Honor, objection has been answered.
I'm not sure we got a clear answer. I'm still not sure what's on that page. So the question is, Lauber, just so we can move on from here, is whether the transcript shows what
says
Ms.
yes.
Lewis states.
Can you guys write it and I can sign it?
Thank you.
Like, she's doing a good job, this normal Idaho mum. That probably wasn't the best thing to say.
No.
To what?
So she said, she told the detectives, can you just write it? What you want me to say, and I'll sign it.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I think she did it, but the state is not doing a good, is just blowing it. I mean, so far, there's a lot of trial left.
Yeah.
But my God, this is just not a good performance.
And this happens so often. Like, there's a good case to be had, but the detectives, the prosecutors, they just can't run a clean case. It's just, why do you mess it up for yourselves?
Yes.
Why do you cut corners? Why do you do things like get somebody who is a drug dealer and feed them information and say stupid things like, this is a get out of jail free card, for example. Yeah, we just want you to say whatever to get Kouri Richins convicted, and say it on a recording, which is discoverable. I mean, why wreck it? If you really think Kouri Richins is guilty and you have enough evidence, just run a clean investigation. Just do it. Do it well. Don't mess about. OJ is a classic example of that.
Yeah.
Yes. And people are so angry about that, and it's decades later. Just it seems like such a shame to mess about when you have enough evidence. There should be enough evidence there. If you've got enough evidence, why wreck it?
I mean, they're doing the same thing in the Courtney Clenny case.
Yes.
Playing all those games, and prosecutors are going to prosecute.
She threw bloody knives at him, for goodness sake. I mean, how hard is it going to be? You would think. Yeah. Wait until you see the Paramore testify. He was in jail when they interviewed him too. I mean, if I were the family of Eric and I'm hearing all of this stuff, I'm just like,
I'd be livid.
why? Why? Come on now. Really? Did you have to say all that to her? Did you really have to say that to her to get the information? Really? Yeah, absolutely. Don't drop the ball. Make sure that you get all of your documents signed correctly, all of your affidavits in order.
Discovery.
Just all your discovery, disclose everything. Make sure you don't have anything in there that is a skeleton in the closet. And if you do make a mistake, goddamn disclose it and get it out there.
Own it. Yeah, it's okay.
Own
Mistakes
it.
happen. These are live events, and yeah, you've got a ton of stuff to prepare.
Yeah.
And mistakes happen, absolutely. And
they do.
You know, candor to the court, that's okay. You admit it, you own it, and move on. But they just keep playing games.
It happens over and over and over again. They mess up. They try to cut corners. They think they are above the law because they think that they
are the law.
They are the law. They think they know what happened, and they're going to just tailor everything to the story that they're going to tell in court. And everything has to fit inside these boxes. And then if something doesn't fit into them, they will make them fit. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean the person did it. They might have, but why cut corners to make that happen? Find the evidence you need and use that. Don't try and find a bunch of other stuff that might not add up and just throw that in as well. It makes me so mad. It's just like, do your job.
All right. We're going to move to the May 3rd interview because they come back. I think it might just be Detective Maynard that comes back on May 3rd. I don't know if you recall. According to my notes, Detective Maynard comes back on May 3rd.
I know Maynard came one day, but I don't recall the date.
All right. So that interview starts out.
I'll say something about that too also before we move on. Sorry. Can't pronounce what your handle is there. There are bad ones and good ones for sure, but this one is demonstrating lack of skills. Unfortunately, what happens is you get like good detectives, good officers, good prosecutors working in offices with bad prosecutors, and they'll all get lumped in together. And you'll get ones that just won't speak up or will try to speak up, but they'll get overshadowed by people who are above them. And the district attorney, for example, is the person who makes the decision in the end, or the lead prosecutor. And you can't imagine being that person who's like, hey, hang on, this doesn't all add up. This story isn't correct, but you've got your own job to do. And you hear this a lot with the witnesses on the stand for the state. They'll be like, but that wasn't my job. And that's the correct thing to say for them, and they're not perjuring themselves. So that's outside of the scope of what their job was, and that's the easy way for them to get out of it without doing anything technically wrong. But when it comes to their actual role, sitting in their desk or wherever they are in their job every day, they must feel quite conflicted because they know that there's more to the story, but they can't really do anything about it because the powers that be, everyone around them, is very focused on convicting that person. And then they don't know the whole story either, but they know that the certain parts that they've seen don't completely add up to that end story. but it might be that they're right, but they just have to kind of go along with it and do their part and go in and testify and speak to the parts that they can speak to and go, well, the rest of it's just not my job.
With Detective Maynard saying to you, well, because of what we came up with, it doesn't look like you're going to be charged. Do you remember that?
No, I don't know.
Okay. You're having a very, I mean, and I understand it was just 3 years ago. It's hard to remember.
It's a lot, the process period.
Okay. But you remember it now, right?
Yes.
Okay. But 4 years after it happened, you remember it. But a year after it happened, you didn't remember it.
What was the question?
It was probably not a very good question. I'm going to ask it again, okay? Sitting here today, you can't remember anything you said in these interviews. Well, not anything. That's not fair. A lot of what you said in these interviews, you can't remember.
This was 4 years ago.
This was 3 years ago.
3 years ago, yes.
But sitting here today, you remember very well what happened 4 years ago with these now 4 transactions.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's look at page 3 of the interview on May 3rd.
What page?
Page 3 of the May 3rd interview. It might be in the next book, book 2.
Now what page? Sorry.
Page 3.
Oh, yes. This is one of them, at least. Carmen.
Okay, what was the question?
Detective Maynard starts out this interview by saying, because of what we came up with yesterday, you're not going to be charged.
See? This.
Correct.
And you tell him, again, I'm willing to do whatever. Do you recall saying that?
I say, oh, okay.
Do you recall saying I'm willing to do whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm willing to do whatever, not going to be charged. There you go. Hello, lucky kitty.
All right. They tell you that they're going to have to talk to Susan Kohler, right?
Yes.
And that they tell you that, well, Susan could end up being charged with murder if her pills led to someone's death, correct?
I don't recall that.
Page 11.
Oh, wrong page.
I do have to say the Daybell trials was a really shining example of a good exception to that. I do agree. The Daybell trials seem to be quite
The Arizona
well
one?
done. I was referring to the Idaho ones.
Okay,
I'm not. Yeah, no, the Idaho ones.
Okay.
And
I
they
was
tell
not
you,
a fan of
Susan could be
Trina.
charged with murder, but you're not going to
No,
be because you
not
are helping
Trina.
us.
Correct.
All right. Now they start to ask you about Nicole Cummings. You brought her up a couple of times, but this is really the first time during the interviews that you talk with the detectives about Nicole Cummings.
Correct.
All right. And this is after you said that Kouri said, I need something stronger, maybe the Michael Jackson.
Correct.
All right. And you contact Nicole Cummings, who you knew.
Ray was very good.
Were you roommates briefly? Is that how you knew her?
She was my roommate's son's girlfriend.
Roommate's son's girlfriend. Okay. So
the bedroom I rented, it wasn't my house. I rented a room.
Okay.
And her kid stayed there, and his girlfriend would.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. And at that time, Nicole Cummings was a user.
Correct.
All right. So you reach out to Nicole Cummings to maybe get something stronger than the prescription oxy that you had got from Susan Kohler.
I think it was after the second one.
Well, it couldn't have been because you met Robbie through Nicole, right?
Sorry. Okay, are we talking about, this is where I get confused because we have the 3. So if we're eliminating Susan's, just talking about Robbie's?
No, we're
talking
still,
about Susan's.
we're talking about after you bought from Susan the first time.
Okay.
You get a text from Kouri saying, my investor wants something stronger, maybe the Michael Jackson drug, but you don't know what that is.
No.
But it's not fentanyl.
No.
And that's when you do a Facebook message to Nicole asking her to get you something.
I actually have her.
I know what you're going to say because I said that wrong. You did a Facebook message to Nicole saying you needed to talk to her.
Correct.
All right. And when you talked to her, you said, I'd like some Roxy 30s.
I just asked her if she knew anybody that could get some pills.
That's your memory is. So you don't remember saying, can you get me some Roxy 30s or
I think I named off a variety. If she
I'm
could
sorry,
get me, I think I named off a variety of pain pills.
Roxy 30s or blues, you said.
Yes.
What did that word mean to you at that time, blues?
Blues mean on the street that they are a man-made drug.
Okay. So we're talking about early 2022.
I didn't know
Blues
that.
at that time did not necessarily mean fentanyl, right?
No, they meant fentanyl. On the street. The street drug is blues for fentanyl.
I know that became the street name for blues, but did
What?
it mean that when you reached out to Nicole?
Blues are blues.
All right.
Wait. Hang on. She said a minute ago, like earlier, that she didn't know anything about fentanyl. She didn't ask for fentanyl. The idea of fentanyl was put into her head by officers, basically. But now she's saying she asked the blues and blues are fentanyl. So, what? Blues are fentanyl? What the hell? I thought blues were oxys.
She told you need to talk to my friend Robert Crozier.
She said I had a friend.
She arranged, like gave him your.
She gave me his number.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't remember, at least at that time, you didn't know what date that was.
No.
And they're trying to help you figure out when you bought pills from Robert Crozier.
Sorry, what was the question?
Detective Maynard, I guess I said they, but
Sorry,
I
I'm off my
maybe said
face.
they,
What was
yeah.
the question?
Was trying to help you figure out the dates that you bought pills from Robert Crozier.
Yes.
And they tell you contacted him twice for drugs. Robert Crozier.
I don't recall if that's what they told me.
Or look at page 87.
To be fair, Calista, I don't think it's too hard to confuse this woman.
Okay, what was your question?
Oh,
They're trying to help you figure out the dates. And they tell you they find 2 dates that you contacted Robert Crozier by looking at your phone, right?
Correct.
Don't buy street Viagra. Is there such a thing?
You actually didn't remember Robert Crozier's name
Well-
initially, right?
I actually knew him as he was up in Ogden.
Okay. Called him like the Ogden dude or
Yeah.
something like that, right?
Somewhere, yeah, the Ogden guy.
And then they helped you figure out his name, right?
Actually, I told him if you would bring me if I had my phone, I could link them together.
Okay. And that, I mean, they did. They found his contact in your phone, right?
Yes, it
And
said
that's how you-
Robbie Nicole.
Okay. All right. So they say you contacted him twice for pills, and you said, yes, that's probably right. I was probably meeting him for pills.
Correct.
And then you tell them, I hope that helps you.
Correct.
And they say, well, we need more detail than that.
They said I had to go into more detail.
They told you they needed more detail.
That I needed to go into more detail.
Okay. All right. So you're going back over again and about the first buy from Susan
I'm a little bit behind.
during this interview, correct? And
she's really slow.
today, or not today, I'm sorry, that day, May 3rd, is when you tell them that you fronted the money to pay Susan, right? Correct?
For Susan, yes.
Okay. But the day before, that's not what you told them.
I do not recall.
Okay, let's go back to the interview the day before, May 2nd.
Okay.
Can you go to the other binder with the May 2nd interview?
What page?
Ooh. Might have to help here. Go to page 40. Actually, maybe could you pull up 40? If I don't know what's quicker for you two or for me to walk up there.
Moments in trading, giving us the goss. Last time I bought Coke and snorted it, the bubbles tickled my nose.
All right. So the day before,
I'll remember that.
you tell Detective O'Driscoll and Agent Swartzen that somebody left the money for you in the fire pit.
Okay, there's only a few minutes left of the day, I think.
Look at the bottom. No need to-
Getting anxious. So guys, we're having a competition. People are
So in
illustrating.
that interview, you're telling them you picked up the money in the fire pit, and then you picked up the pills, and then you went back to the Midway house and left the pills in the fire pit. That's what you told them on May 2nd.
Okay, what was the question? Sorry, I was just reading.
Okay. On that day, you said the money was in the fire pit, and you left the pills in the fire pit. We're talking about the pills that Susan Kohler sold you. That's what you told them on May 2nd.
Correct.
Okay. And you said, I never exchanged money with Kouri.
Correct.
Okay. Now, the next day, you said, no, I fronted the money to Susan. And then I went and put the pills and picked up the money all at the same time.
I don't recall that.
Okay, let's go back to May 3rd. Page 108, going over to 109,
Which binder?
the May 3rd interview binder 2,
Okay, go to what page?
108 to 109. That's when you changed your story to that you fronted the money to Susan, correct?
I'm on page 108.
So over to 109.
I could be in the wrong binder.
Please help.
Yeah, I think that could be in the binders. There's that one should be different. Oh, yep, I looked in the binder. Yep, sorry, I was in the wrong binder.
That's fine. Okay.
You're confusing me. Let me get this one out of the
No,
way.
it's confusing.
Yes.
Okay.
You're confusing me.
So that's where you're telling them I didn't get any cash from Kouri ever.
I'm not sure what question is pending. This
Yes.
All right.
What's your question?
I was backing up a little. I'm going to back up a little from the last question. You said you didn't get any money from Kouri ever. And then you said that you fronted the money to Susan.
Correct.
And then later got it in the fire pit. That's what you told them on this interview.
Correct. I think I was mixing up the purchases.
That's not what you told them.
Your question?
Okay. You're saying that's not what you told them, correct? You told them it was the Susan Kohler purchase.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So, and then they go back and they're still telling you, well, you still might be looking at time, state and federal time, right?
Correct.
But they tell you you're getting a big, giant get out of jail free card because of you helping us. Remember them telling you that?
I don't know if those were the exact words,
Oh,
but
here we go.
something like that.
Jail free card. Oh. Is it
Bottom
in the
112 over
transcript?
to 113.
Let's go.
Correct.
Okay, you're getting a big, giant get out of jail free card from us.
Correct.
From that. Okay. And I think actually Detective O'Driscoll was there at this interview. I think he's the one that told you that, right?
Oh,
No, it's Detective Maynard.
Okay.
Detective
I still think he
Maynard.
was there, but we'll move on. But all right. Thank you for clarifying that. All right.
Okay, so guys, I'll have to find it, but at the bond hearing, the original one, as Sky Lazaro was questioning Maynard on cross, and she said to Maynard, "Did you say that Carmen Lauber could have a big giant get out of jail free card?" And he said, "No, I didn't say that." And she looks down at her notes. She goes, "You sure about that?" And he goes, "Yeah." She goes, "Okay." So it'll be really interesting when Detective Maynard gets on the stand.
Just go to page 116. This is where Detective O'Driscoll.
Okay.
See, this is the first I'm just going to ask you if you remember, and if you don't, then look down at the page, okay?
Okay.
Do you remember that Detective O'Driscoll tells you something to the effect that this whole case is hinged on you, and you have to finish painting the picture because they don't have enough yet?
Correct.
Okay.
The transcript would be from that interview with her and O'Driscoll and Maynard.
Again, correct?
Just listen to Ms. Lewis's question.
They go through so you try and go through the story again, correct?
Correct.
All right. And you tell them again that Kouri said, "I need some pills for an investor with back problems," the first time she reached out, correct?
Correct.
And then you tell them that you know for a fact the first 2 times you bought pills were not fentanyl.
I don't recall that.
All right, let's go to page 127. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Let's go to page 131, I think it is.
So 131?
Yes. What do you see? I'm not sure which page. Right. Okay, you see down towards the bottom of the page? Right, so I know for a fact the first ones weren't. That doesn't help when you blow it up here. And then let's go to, you see that? I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right. And let's go to 134.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what was the question you were
The
asking?
question was, on this page, she says, "I know the first time wasn't fentanyl." She said correct.
I don't think that it would have been brought up by Sky Lazaro as a word for word verbatim transcription if it wasn't that. Like if it was just a report, like a minutes, then I don't think that it would have been brought up that way. And now it's being brought up again as he said that. I think it would be like a transcript of an audio recording, or maybe there is an audio recording. I don't know. It could be that there's an audio recording, or even there could even be video of it. But I don't think it's just somebody remembering it or taking notes from a meeting. Like, I mean, it's an interrogation or an interview, a police interview. So it's very likely that there was audio or video.
Apparently, a member of the gallery got removed today.
Christina, what did you do?
Well, a juror passed a note to a bailiff asking if there were members of the audience in the courtroom sketching members of the jury. There was indeed a member in the audience sketching jurors and identifying the sketches by juror number. That person was removed and the sketchbook was confiscated.
Oh, no! Who was it? I haven't had any messages from Janice or Christina, so hopefully it wasn't them.
I don't think they'd be sketching jurors.
Well, Christina's an artist. Like she has done sketches of people who called before. Yeah, she was at Delphi, but not necessarily jurors. Like she sketched Richard Allen, she sketched like a few people, but not jurors. So confirm there is court. Ooh, there you go. Well, there goes us doing a full week's wrap up tomorrow. Okay, interesting. I wonder why they're doing that, because it was supposed to be Monday.
I don't know who. They haven't said.
You can't sketch a juror. Yeah, she would know that. Yeah, Christina would know that. It's not her first trial tourist expedition. So somebody might think they are if they're sketching someone else. That's true. And remember, Janice sketched the Stash Man yesterday. And P.S. we have some Stash Man illustration submissions for our competition, which we weren't even going to do a competition, but people have started doing it anyway. So we'll show you that soon. Interesting. Do we have a sketch of the sketcher? That's a bit sketchy. Is Grayson drawing stick figures?
Right?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were asking a question. What was it?
So at this point, you're saying no for sure the first time wasn't fentanyl. Correct?
It says here, I know for a fact the first one in the beginning was not fentanyl.
Okay. Now can I see page 134?
Right.
I'm gonna look at, I can't find the exact spot I'm looking for right now, so I'm gonna go back to that.
Counsel, may I just have a quick scheduling conversation with you?
Is the bench?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Just briefly.
Yeah, I think this will be an alright place to stop.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, affirmatively avoid listening to, reading, or watching any report about the case on any source. Please rise for the jury.
Were there any arguments after this? Let's
Be
see.
here, ready to go again. They're not done, but the substance, the questions, can't talk about any of that. It's as if you're still on the stand. Can you do that? All right. You can step down. Please travel safe. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Mr. Bloodworth, Ms. Liz, Ms. Nestor, I'd like to make a record regarding the note from the jury, the action we took. Any objection?
No objection. The note regarding the jury,
Oh, I understand.
not from the jury.
I think this was written by a juror.
Oh, I did understand.
Yeah, this was passed out from a juror. So
Oh.
during an afternoon recess, a juror passed a note to one of the bailiffs that read, quote, Judge, I'm having a little trouble with handwriting, so bear with me here.
What?
Are there members of the audience in the courtroom that are sketching members of the jury? Question mark. Is that allowed without consent? Question mark. It is distracting and a concern. Please advise. In response to this note, court staff confirmed that there was a member of the spectators that was in fact sketching jurors and identifying the sketches by juror number. That sketchbook was confiscated. The sketches of the jurors were removed from the sketchbook. That person has been removed as a spectator, will not be allowed back in. We cannot have anyone doing anything to identify the jurors in any way. And then the jurors were informed by a bailiff, not by me, that we responded in that way, so they do not have to speculate about whether that's continuing. Okay, Mr. Bloodworth, anything further on that?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Nestor?
Naughty.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else on the record before we recess, Mr. Bloodworth?
No, sir.
Counsel?
No.
Okay. We'll recess for the evening. Please travel safely. Take care.
All right.
Court's in recess. Thank you.
Wow. The sketch artist has been admonished and removed. Removed, I say. Yeah, that was well handled. So they did confirm that the person was actually sketching
Yeah.
jurors.
And they
So, yeah.
confiscated the notepad.
They confiscated the notepad. I wonder if it's been destroyed or if it's in evidence. And if the person could be held in contempt of court as well. That's full on. Is their court tomorrow? Apparently. It was supposed to be Monday to Thursdays, but
Yeah.
maybe there's a witness or something who had to go home or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's a full day. I don't know. I'm just an Australian. But since we're talking about sketches, this was Janice's sketch of Mustache Man. That was from yesterday. Yes, looking good, looking good. And this has inspired some copycat sketches. And let's see. Scott. Look, it's okay, I guess.
I like it.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome. So yeah, Scott in chat doing a great job there. With your MS Paint or whatever it is you're using. I charge $110 an hour for my graphic design classes, Photoshop, illustration. If you want to do it digitally, yeah, maybe you might want to consider that. Really nice. Very minimalist. Very Picasso. I like it. I like it. CH, yeah. He is so handsome.
Thank you.
Is Scott here? He's going to have to play this back later. The drama. Okay, and we have another entry. Is this Aaron's? Hang on to check. Is this one Aaron's? This one's good. This one is good. What do you guys reckon? This one gives Janice a run for her money. Yep. Nice. I love it. Kentucky Fried Vices. I gotta say, hey, man, I gotta say that this guy here, if you remember Legal Vices, rest in peace. He passed away December 2024. And he was a law tuber, obviously here on YouTube. He would have definitely been streaming this trial. This guy's mustache really does remind me of Legal Vices. Legal Vices had a mustache just like this. Yeah. Very similar. And this is a great sketch. Well done. Well done. Is that from a pencil? It looks like it's just pencil. Yeah, really, really sharp pencil. AKA the Lorax. Yeah. Hey, Young, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, very nice. Well done. Like the Wild West. Nice. So these have been submitted on our Discord. Members, it's a perk to come onto our Discord and chat. We're having a great time on the Discord, especially with this one. And thank you to our members. They're really helping us to do this each day. Thank you. And we have one more. Do we? Or do we? Oh, no, that's it. So make sure it's ballpoint and pencil, is it? Ballpoint and pencil. Okay, make sure that you have your memberships up to date and join our Discord. If you are a member already and you're not on our Discord, why aren't you? Just join it. You're already part of it. It is really good. It is really good. Okay, guys, so we've watched so much of court today. I think we can have a bit of fun and go and have a look at some other stuff. Dear me, yesterday was a bit of fun over on Web Sleuths. We had Lauren visiting and talking about the Kouri Richins trial. And we also had, she had another guest as well. And Lauren has decided to go full slouch mode. Full slouchy slouch mode. It's very strange. I don't know what's going on with her. Hang on, guys.
And then
Hang on a second. Look. She's in her pajamas or something. This is very odd. What's happening? A drunken Lauren is my opinion. Now, also, some people on our Discord have put some chats up. Were you guys actually in this chat and the chats got deleted? Because I will show those in a minute. Hello, you're back. Right. Do you want to do this first, or do you want to show the thing about Grey Bay getting her power cut off?
I can do that one real quick.
Yeah, let's do that first. Okay. So Grey Bay didn't pay her electricity bill.
Yeah, that's my theory. Lauren acts like it was her electricity bill, but she's at Grey Bay shag pad. So
what the? Yeah. So has Jolene already looked at this?
already?
Already? Okay. This, guys, watch.
Ready?
Yep.
We've got the official media stream. We're there, you know, we're having more join every day. Correct. We are the correct live stream for everyone to join. And we're just, you know, there's this long recess, streaming, all's going well. And all of a sudden, the entire studio just goes black, like just totally just shuts down, like the power's just out.
Racist.
And I like come out of the studio and like, we're down. What are we gonna do? And I'm like, well, luckily it's a sidebar. So like let's quickly
We're down. Grayson, go down.
fix this. But how do you
What
we have
studio?
power, there's no fixing it. But we
I guess she is a studio.
What studio? It's Grayson's lounge room.
Yeah, my official studio, guys.
Yeah, this is a studio.
Yeah.
The studio.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Computer I streaming game on. Okay.
pretty much. The
I mean, I
studio.
don't use it. I only use it for streaming. Don't worry, tax man.
we call our backup because we have backup. We always have plan B and plan C because, you know,
What?
What backup?
So you whip out your laptop?
She's got another studio? One in the garage?
Well, I think she was trying to stream the trial, probably in StreamYard, and then power went out, so she had to grab the feed on another computer and whip it up.
Okay, no. This is making zero
we know
sense.
that live
Everything went
streaming
black.
is important. You guys are counting on us. So if something like our power going out happens in our studio, then hey, we got plan B and plan C. So we quickly get back up. We're not live streaming it, but
Oh, well, you know, believe it or not, Grayson actually
Mm.
knows quite a lot about Plan B.
luckily we have someone else is pulling it up. And we're like, when's the power coming back on in this studio? When is it coming on? So I call and I'm like, hey, when's this power outage?
You know, Grayson should call, but you know, she's my producer, but she's kind of dumb and she's only 24. So, you know, I'll handle it. Okay. I'll call the power company at your apartment for you and take care of it.
Coming back and they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, my power in my studio is down. And they're like, you got to pay your power. There's no power outage. And I'm like, I'm on auto pay. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, I got a new credit card and the auto pay. So I was like, dude. So I paid the power and I was like, when is this coming back on? And they're like 5 minutes to 2 hours. Luckily it was
2 hours.
5 hours or 5 minutes, not 5 hours.
5 hours. Yep,
But that happened. So I want all of you to know that we are ready for day 4. I have paid the studio's power bill and we're going to be back. And hopefully our chat will also be working. But if not, just throw in correct. Just correct.
Correct
is how we can get our chat working. So there you go. I paid the power correct out of the new credit card. So never get overly confident on your auto bill pays. I guess that's the lesson for today. Yeah. All right, guys. So anyway, we power has been paid and we are ready to live stream tomorrow. So we'll see you all there. Please hit subscribe.
It's just weird.
So this was early before Trisha.
Yeah.
So then we'll see what she's like on Trisha's. Because people have speculated she might have been a touch inebriated.
She's starting to sound inebriated just there.
Here. Yes. Yeah. And is it worse on Trisha's?
Oh, wait.
Is this later in the night?
Just wait.
Okay.
Right. And like she's clearly just like thrown all the clothes off and jumped into bed and
Into Gray Bay's
chucked
arms.
into, what, Grey Bay's over there somewhere. And it's like, oh, fine, I'll go on Trisha's
No, she's on the floor.
on the floor with a pillow.
Mhm.
All right. So, yeah, you can chuck my screen on now if you want.
Lauren's legs are open like that guy, man spreading.
Yeah. You get warnings. I mean, in Australia, you get months before they cut you
I'm
off.
sure, but if in her defense, I may have had my power shut off 1 or 2 times because my credit card got, canceled or didn't work anymore, and then I never updated it, and I was irresponsible. And I come home and it's no power.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not running, I wasn't running Dolly Talk Media at the
Dolly
time.
Talk Media.
That's what I put on FOIA forms, so it sounds more official.
Dolly Talk Media.
Yeah. See, so it's not like some weirdo requesting peen pictures in the Mark Jensen trial.
Can we just like forget that? Can we put
No,
that?
I
in the
was
past?
requesting all the evidence
Yeah.
to do a
Okay.
human interest story.
Anyway,
with us tonight is Lauren Matthias from Hidden True
What the
Crime. How are
hell?
you, Lauren?
I'm good. How are you?
We are good. And let's bring up Kit from Wordwise, the woman that reads the books so we don't have to. We are so grateful for your work, Kit. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. Now you both.
this chick is like, I've heard about Lauren, and I don't know if I want to be on the same screen with her. Is she going to take out a civil stalking injunction against me? Just,
I don't know. I think she's like, so heard about you in Gray Bay.
why even tell this story? Yeah, agreed. Like, she's over. Someone else said HMS. She's oversharing. What is it? Who said this?
She's oversharing like I do.
She's oversharing. Why is she doing this? It feels like she's up to something. It's like, why? Kit is
She
not
just-
doing good. She says, I'm okay.
Okay, we got to go back and hear that because she just talked to Lauren backstage.
Oh, I'm not doing okay. You didn't tell me she was going to be on.
No, I'm sure she knew she'd be on. I just am assuming her blood alcohol level was probably assumed to be a bit lower.
Wise is Lauren Matthias from Hidden True Crime. How are you, Lauren?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
We
How
are
you?
good. And let's bring up Kit from Wordwise, the woman that reads the books so we don't have to. We are so grateful for your work, Kit. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. Now you both of you.
Hang on a minute. Does this chick have like a poster of Kouri Richins in the background?
Ooh.
She does. Look. That's Kouri in the background. Look. I'm not a judge or anything, but that's a little strange. Pretty sure that's Kouri Richins.
Have been following the Kouri Richins case, and Lauren, for someone like me, because of the Nancy Guthrie case, that has really literally soaked up every minute of my life on
Speaking of soaking up, do you eat anything,
So can you
Lauren?
give us a good outline of the Kouri Richins case? Like what I was wondering, when did this happen, the alleged crime, and how long did it take her to write the book? And how long was the book out before she was arrested? If you could just give us a great outline, that would be wonderful. And everybody, if you have any questions in chat, just put some question marks there and we'll get to them for you, okay? Okay.
Yes,
Help us, Lauren.
absolutely. And Kit, correct me if I get any dates or anything wrong. You've also, my friend Kit with Wordwise channel is also followed this in depth and did a full backstory. But March 2022.
Hang on. I thought Lauren was like an authority on this case. Hasn't she been covering it since the beginning and has done many, many deep dives and has been to court a lot to follow this? So isn't she the authority on this? And does she sound very drunk?
Is when Eric Richins dies. And then, it looks like a fentanyl overdose. That part actually nobody's disagreeing with.
Okay.
Defense, prosecution, Kouri. Eric Richins, 39-year-old Eric Richins, father of 3, family man, dies of a fentanyl overdose. But the question is, was he poisoned, or did he do this his own? And the defense will try to paint this picture of Kouri Richins being a wonderful mother and wife, and even though she had a boy, a side guy, she was still a loving, doting woman. And even though she was millions of dollars in debt, and she thought that she might maybe possibly have the motive of getting millions of dollars if Eric Richins died, because there's this, there's that. So
there's that part, yes.
That part of it. They're going to want you to believe that this was something that she had nothing to do with. But prosecution in the state is saying, no, Kouri Richins is responsible for this poisoning death of her husband, and that she's, maybe laced his Moscow Mule that evening as she was celebrating the purchase of a Midway mansion.
In Midway, Utah.
House that she wanted to flip. She was taking out credit cards in Eric's name, signing, loans, and she was actually going in deep to sort of get into this house flipping real estate business. And she was.
I can't even make fun of Kit here. I feel so bad for her.
I wasn't going to.
No, like she kind of like. It's like she hasn't learned her lesson of why you don't go on random channels on YouTube without researching them first.
I don't know whether this is a random channel to her. Like, I don't know how well she knows Trisha and this channel.
But I don't think she knows Lauren very well.
But yeah, I don't know whether she knows or had much chance to be prepared for the fact that Lauren was going to be there. I know that Lauren was on the thumbnail and she knew at least 24 hours in advance that Lauren was going to be there. But did she have any choice? Yeah, but did she have any choice? Like, when she was booked, was she told that she was going to be on there, and then she just found out via the thumbnail that Lauren was going to be there too? Does she know Lauren? Has she ever been on a panel with her before? It's kind of like okay, now here I am and Lauren's here. Yeah. Kit could not get a word in. Kit has been on Web Sleuths with Lauren and Megan before. Oh, she has. Okay. Yeah. See, I've been on a lot of panels, and it can be super frustrating when it's just like, okay, I'm no shy flower, but I know it's frustrating when people just keep talking and talking and talking, and they will just not allow there to be a gap at all for anyone.
Yeah. So, anyways, what I was saying. Sorry.
Like that. Yeah. You're hilarious.
I thought so.
Going to close on this Midway mansion. And nothing was going to stop her, not even the death of her husband that she claimed she was celebrating with that night, the purchase of this. But his family says, no, he never wanted this mansion. He was millions of dollars in debt. His friends say, no, he was, checking with divorce attorneys and trying to figure out a way to get out of here because she was doing stuff behind his back. Never mind the paramour, which the paramour, I love that term, Some call it a pool boy, some call it a paramour.
Pool boy, more like it, yes.
Who's calling it a pool boy?
Well, Lauren, I know what your fantasy is.
Wow. And then, so he dies. We've seen, so we have a motive, multiple motives. We've seen the body cam now, day 1 of court, where she's holding her face in her hand, allegedly weeping as first responders arrived to try to resuscitate Eric Richins, although it was far too late. We heartbreakingly see his sister break down. It's very clear that she is incredibly distraught.
Why is she still talking?
So going back to your question, though, I could keep telling you everything in trial and recapping that. But the reason why, and you tell me if you agree, the reason why I think that Kouri Richins case really made national headlines was the months leading up to her arrest, because she wrote a children's grief book, or Fiverr, or somebody wrote it, and as self-published, right? Am I right, Kit, that it's self-published? The grief
not exactly. She used a vanity press.
Yay! Kit gets to talk.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have a traditional publisher, but she didn't do it through like Amazon. She used a service.
Go, Kit.
That arranges everything for you. They kind of do the legwork.
I should have asked you that months ago. Do you know how many times people ask me that question, and I'll give them every detail?
I should have asked you that months ago. You
Okay, Kit, shut up now. Let me talk. So I should have asked you that months ago. But anyways.
Knock, knock. Ahem. Dali,
Yeah, who's there?
interrupting cow.
Meow. Anyways.
Oh, God's sake.
Were you doing that to me or her?
You won't play the game with me. Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow who?
Actually, I was supposed to go moo. Moo!
I know better.
Self-court, but I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I think so. Fiverr. I don't know. AI. I don't know. She published it. Okay.
Yeah,
thank you for making that, for clarifying that. And then she goes on tour with this book about grief for children. She has at the center of this tragedy are 3 little boys who have lost both parents. You know, their father, and now their mother has been behind bars for over 1,000 days, now on trial. And she sort of goes on tour. What I mean by that is like kind of a local broadcasting morning show tour, where she presented her book to try to sell it and say that there wasn't a really solid book about grief out there for her children. So she decided to create her own. And then it was just weeks later that she was arrested in 2023. And I can't recall the exact, when was she arrested? Was it March of?
It was April 2023.
Oh, when was it? When was she arrested? Was it March? Lauren, you're supposed to know. Like, you're supposed to be the authority on this stuff. Like, after the whole Daybell thing finished, or around, like in between the Chad trial and there being the stuff in Arizona being tried, like really the Kouri Richins stuff kind of took over a bit on her channel, didn't it? Wasn't that? And it's still like the top thing. If you go to Hidden True Crime, it's like Kouri Richins' deep dive is the thing she's got pinned. That's like her top thing. So she's acting like, she's like, I don't really know the facts. I don't really know the facts. For somebody who puts this out there as being one of their main things that they've covered, she seems to be a little bit blasé about the whole story. When was this, DB? Last night.
Thank you.
Might have been early May.
Yes, it was a little over a year after Eric's death, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was arrested.
Yeah.
And so it was right after she had shown up to say, hey, I wrote this book about grief. And really that, I think that certainly got my attention, right? Like we wanted to know more. Like, wait, this woman was under investigation for murdering her husband, that she's sharing on local television is her inspo for writing a book on grief. It just didn't, I didn't sit right as saying it lightly. It was, I think, really upsetting to many of us watching.
So that was well known that she had written this book on grief. Was she immediately suspected when he died, and then she writes this book? I mean, did the family come out and say anything? Was there a bunch of swirling around this before she was arrested?
I don't think that night there really was a lot of swirling. I think it took the family to start to lean back and say, wait a minute. I mean, they started suspecting pretty quickly because of the closing of the Midway mansion, the way she was sort of grieving or not grieving, whatever you want to say. And so the family started to say, wait a minute. And Eric had confided in friends some really concerning things.
Did you just go, the family started confiding in people? I actually think she's been taking some of those strange pills or has consumed a vat of wine at this point. Now, remember, they've been, give her some grace, she's been streaming the trial all day in her pajamas. And then she read out a script that Grayson wrote for her in her pretty dress and then spoke about how Grayson didn't pay her bill. But of course, it wasn't Grayson that didn't pay her bill. It was just a credit card that ran out and she had to fix the credit card up for the studio, right. Grayson's apartment. So it's getting late, guys, and she sort of can't remember things that have been going on. So maybe that's just why her voice sounds a bit weird and she's in her other pair of pajamas.
There was a possible attempted murder on Valentine's Day, less than a month prior to the murder, which later became an official charge.
And what happened there? I'm glad you brought that up. That was one of my questions. What happened?
Do you want to take that one, or do you want me to keep going?
Go for it. You're doing fine.
I have a choice.
So they later, it became a charge later on. After she was charged with murder, it became an official attempted murder charge. So she's facing multiple charges.
Look at this kid lady. Let me go now. Let me go. Look at her. She's so pissed. Did you actually want me on this stream, Trisha? Even Trisha's bored. Look.
Being one of them, that on Valentine's Day, she made Eric a sandwich and left it in his car with a sweet note. And said, here you go. And then he texted and he felt really, really sick, implying that he was almost going to drive himself to the hospital. Mm-hmm. And then, but, you know, made it through, was okay. And then implied to friends, you know, I think my wife might be trying to poison me. And then on the other end, we have texts that have appeared from Kouri sort of saying, hey, she needs the stronger stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, the stronger stuff, because in other words, maybe Valentine's Day was a bust. Maybe it was a fail. She needs more of something. And there's drug dealers, a housekeeper named Carmen and a gentleman named Richard and all sorts of people she's talking to. I mean, there is a big trail of evidence. Let me just say this. A massive trail of evidence. Kit gave her opinion. I'm trying to keep an open mind because, you know, innocent until proven guilty. But I mean, oh my God. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say she's innocent. Okay. I mean,
please.
It's terrible what she's done. Like,
I'm trying to keep an open mind. I'm trying to keep an open mind and say she's innocent until proven guilty, but it's terrible what she's done. Oh, please, Lauren.
Oh, God, I'm so glad I quit drinking just to be able to make fun of this.
Oh my God, Lauren, just hop on the train. It's okay. The train has sailed. That train has sailed, dear. Guys, I'm not trying to encourage you to watch her nightly recaps, but her nightly recaps, they're very romanticized versions of what have happened that day in terms of there are good guys and there are bad guys. And the bad guys are Kouri and the defense team. And the good guys are everybody else. And didn't the sister do really, really well? And isn't Eric's family wonderful? And isn't this prosecutor doing fantastically? And that medical examiner, isn't she just such a strong woman? She's so wonderful, and it's great that she came out of retirement to come and testify. And it was all so sad and so heartbreaking. And she reads it like a novel. It's very, very much like some sort of, yes, romanticized sort of Mills and Booney kind of novel with the how emotional it comes across. It's not a court recap at all. It's very much a sorry, I just got a message. It's very much a storyline with characters and good and bad guys. And if that's what you like, fine. But she's not in any way trying to give you a factual breakdown of the day. And I don't know why you'd want to have somebody just recount it for you like that when there are snippets of the day that you can watch even just on Court TV or Law and Crime. You can go and just watch some of the testimony. You can go and watch someone like Lawyer You Know. He goes and picks out the best bits of the day and gives you his takes. There's plenty of ways that you can watch it without having somebody summarize it for you in this, very, very story-like manner. But I mean, it's getting views. So
all evidence, circumstantial evidence and actual evidence points to her guilt. There's a reason for the charges.
Right.
But I mean, like even the way she acted, the affairs, going about business, the way she's treated his family, the demands of money. I mean, it's not a good look for someone that's innocent. I'll just say that the evidence that is piling up.
And it is piling up. And Kit, again, we're going to get into the book that you did the video on, and it is called "Are You With Me?" It's a book that Kouri Richins wrote on grief to help her boys, because, like Lauren said, she said I couldn't find a book that I could show my boys and work from, so I decided to write my own. What got you interested in this case?
I think I actually got interested when I heard about the walk the dog letter.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Sure.
Explain
Somebody's
that.
actually asking in chat, has Kit read the walk the dog letter?
Yeah.
Kit clearly has, because she just said, and also Kit seems to know a fair bit about this, so let her speak.
Yeah. When she was in jail, she wrote a letter to her mother, which ended up being found during a search. She had hidden it in a textbook. And it's basically instructing her mother on the lies that her brother should tell her lawyer in order to get her off.
Yeah, I've got the letter. Hang on, let me grab that really quickly. I mean, and she.
Trisha, it looks like you're frozen.
You know what? I am frozen, but you can still hear me, right?
Well, you look lovely. At least you froze in a beautiful position, because when I freeze, I'm usually like with my mouth hanging open. So you look great.
Thank you.
Well, that's the alcohol, sweetie.
To be frozen.
And I'll remember that, and hopefully I'll freeze like this all the time. I'm sorry. I have no idea what it is. You guys can still hear me, but I freeze up, and then after 30 seconds or so, it just
because
goes away.
your minutes on America
Online
Online free trial CD ran up, sweetie.
I love it that Trisha freezes all the time. It's so great.
Oh, bless her.
Lady, like you spent, or Othram spent so much money on all of this stuff around you, and everything looks so good now. But your internet, what's going on? Like, get Starlink or something.
But I've got the walk the dog letter here, and it's hilarious. Page 1, walk the dog, but take vague notes so you remember. And it says, Sky is saying, even if the gummies have fentanyl in them, the prosecutor will say, I tried to put them, and it just goes on and on and on. It's this handwritten letter. It's so bizarre. What the hell? So you hear about this, Kit, and then you decide, well, I need to do this. Have you done any videos on the letters? Because I don't think this is the only one, is it?
There's that one, and there's an email that she wrote to the police. I filmed a video on the email to the police earlier today, and I'm doing the walk the dog letter next week.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So yes, we have that to look forward to. So Lauren, what has she said about this walk the dog letter? Has she tried to explain it away? Because obviously she thinks she's so smart that she thinks nobody will ever believe that she tried to poison her husband. And this is a way to get a message to her mother. It's so unbelievable to me.
Yeah, she essentially tried to say, no, everyone, this is just another one of my fictional works.
Oh, yes, that's right.
The novel I'm writing, right, Kit? I mean, and were you like, oh, I get it now. I see it, right, Kit? You were like, oh,
I understand.
Oh, I get it.
62-page novel.
Oh my God,
this makes complete sense. This isn't witness tampering at all.
No,
this is clearly a fictional novel.
Even her.
Okay, so DP says, read the letter. Don't say it goes on and on and on, lol. When you actually read the letter, you see it's not that weird. We've read the letter on this channel a while back, I think. Or was it on your channel? I can't remember. But we have read it. And it's quite different to what people say it is. It's very strange. It doesn't actually make any sense in terms of what she would be wanting people to say on the stand, because it doesn't go to what their story would be. And Skylar Zaro said this in her response to the state when she was trying to get the prosecution thrown out for misconduct. And it was a really interesting response that she wrote. And I was talking to Laurie Hellis about this backstage the other day. Laurie Hellis was saying that it was a very well written response. And I won't go into this in great detail right now because we're watching this, but it just, what's in the walk the dog letter, it sounds really bad, but it doesn't make any sense in that it's not coercing people to say things that would really help her that much. But maybe if we were to see the rest of the document, it would make more sense. Regardless, her writing this stuff is just stupid. And it's the kind of thing that any defense attorney would sort of have a good old heart-to-heart with their client and go, what are you doing? Can you just stop writing stuff about the case? Can you stop talking to people on the phone? This is not helping any of us. In fact, it's doing us a lot of harm. You gotta just stop it. Just stop it. Yeah. It's literally her updating someone about what's going on in her case. I don't know if it's that, DB. I don't think it's that harmless. I think it's doing her a lot of harm. But it's not as clear cut as she's influencing witnesses. I don't think. It's nuts. What's in that thing is nuts, and I think it would make a lot more sense if we saw the whole lot. But I don't think we're going to see the whole lot. Yeah. Okay.
Her mother doesn't buy that. She talked about it on 48 Hours. She was like, yeah, I don't know about that because it uses all our names.
When your own mother gives you up like that, you're in trouble. Now, I did hear that Kouri Richins' mother is accused of doing the same thing to her partner, a woman that she was with.
Hey, Patty.
But I believe it's a rumor, but no charges, right? No charges. And
no charges.
And the partner survived. But that's the rumor, like mother, like daughter. But I know that Eric's family is they're very passionate, especially his sister. I mean, when I saw her on the stand, she is still just devastated beyond belief and very angry. Lauren, I do have one question from Bipolar Express, but then after that, I want you to speak to the issues with Kouri and his family, because it's been pretty intense. But did Bipolar Express wants to know, did he have a big life insurance policy?
Oh yeah. You know, there's a lot to do with money in this. It's not just the life insurance, but she had to sign a what are those called? Prenup. I'm sorry, the word left me. A prenuptial agreement.
What is called?
She took out additional life insurance, forging his name, and then there's this prenup agreement where essentially, you know, if there's a divorce, she doesn't get a lot, but if he dies while married, there's a whole different ball game there. And so there's a trust involved, and she would inherit his trust. And so I think that's where a lot of the motive comes in too, not just there's a financial motive, and it's not just in life insurance, right? Follow the money. Yes, life insurance is one of those, but there's also all of the money he was leaving in this trust that may or may not be hers because of the prenuptial agreement.
Right. And
she simply walks away and gets divorced.
And if I remember correctly, that it was to be for her boys, but she was not going to be the one to handle it.
Is Butt Nugget scared of Lauren? Butt Nugget is like,
why does Lauren look like she's streaming from a mental institution?
She does.
Medication time.
Grace,
Medication
Grace shut the
time.
door on her. Grace is like, okay, you're having an hour's timeout. It's time. You're going in there. I'm closing the door. You can have a pillow, but that's all. You've had enough of the wine for now. In there.
Grayson offered her cigarettes, and she was like, I don't want your cigarettes or your cigarettes or your cigarettes. I want my cigarettes.
And she's like, but I have to go on Web Sleuth. Fine, you can go on Web Sleuth, just no more.
Would explain why she's heavily medicated.
It would.
Supposedly. And that was, again, just big family issues with the sister, with his sister and her. And
Trish is Nurse Ratchet.
It just, again,
no, the bottom
very,
one is
very messy. And I want to read what Jesse Roblin said. No, the mom's partner died and mom got insurance money. Wow. Well.
Oh, that's what they're saying. They're saying, yes, that is, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were referring to Kouri and Eric, but yes.
No, I was, that was, I had said earlier that I thought the mom's partner had survived, but no, she died. Again, I apologize. It's, my brain can only take one big, massive case at a time. So it's kind of overflowing with Nancy Guthrie right now, but
absolutely.
So,
what's going on there?
And I had to stop Nancy Guthrie to focus on Kouri. So yes. I understand. No. I understand. It's like you have to make,
You can't do both. You can't you cannot follow in depth both of these cases because there's just too much. So let's talk about the sister was on the stand. Eric's sister was on the stand, and boy, you can tell she just despises Kouri. What's going on between the two of them? What have the arguments been?
Oh man, there are so many arguments. I mean, there's stuff before charges that were really bad, you know. Mm-hmm. There's been arguments from the very beginning because the family started to suspect her. They hired their own private investigator. They spent over $100,000 on their own private investigator, following Kouri around, getting all of this private information about her. And then the family became even more shocked and disturbed. And the family quickly tried to preserve Eric's trust and get control of Eric's trust from the very beginning. So there's been a lot of tension well before even her arrest. So the family was the one that started to say, wait a minute, Kouri might be responsible, hires the private investigator, blows the whistle to police and says, you need to investigate more.
Right.
We don't believe that Eric did this. He didn't have his own drug. He didn't have a drug problem. This is what happened here. And so then they tried to take control of the house and the children. And so this is not something where Kouri's getting along with his family, right? There's minors involved and a trust involved. And when you suspect that someone might be responsible for perhaps murdering your loved one, this was going south very quickly. And of course, if Kouri's motive is what the prosecution says it is, which is money, Kouri wasn't going to go down without a fight as the family starts to suspect her. So this family has not gotten along since Eric's death at all,
Right.
to the point where there was even, I believe, a physical fight between Kouri and his sister Amy outside of the house.
Jeez.
You know, and the Richins family, you know, became in charge of the trust.
Medication time. Medication time.
Yeah, and it was heartbreaking. I want to say, did you watch Katie Richins on the stand? It was so sad. The first day Eric's dad testified, his name's Eugene, and then right after Eugene, it was Kouri's sister, Katie. There's two sisters, Katie, and I was not expecting to cry the first day of court, but it was really sad. They shared who Eric was. They shared how much they missed him, and then the body cam showed Katie Richins. I keep saying Katie Richins.
What?
Right.
Completely
You can't get the names right.
just collapsing and almost hyperventilating or having a panic attack as she learns her brother is dead. It is so sad that she was his best friend and she loved those little boys. And in that house, by the way, the day he dies too, we see body cam footage that we had not seen before until this trial, where, you know, Kouri's not really worried about the kids. Like, there's 3 boys in the home, and then Katie Richins brings over her 2 daughters, which makes sense because it's the middle of the night and she's getting upset with Kouri saying Eric's not breathing. And just to see the difference in, you know, like everybody,
I'll pay for this.
I agree. Everybody deals with trauma and traumatic moments differently. So it's hard for me to say what Kouri should or should not have been doing. Right. But I did notice it is true that she wasn't very worried about her kids. Like, I know if it was me, I'd be like, kids. And
oh, really? If it were you, you'd be kids. Really? Don't you throw your child into like a reading cupboard? Really? Doesn't she do that? Lol, Slay Bay. He goes into a little cupboard to read whilst they stream and do other things. And didn't she like put off a holiday, like a family vacation or something, because she was so worried about people supposedly stalking her and sharing her private texts, like disappoint her son? That happened, right? Like, didn't that happen? That happened. Yeah. And didn't she actually like involve her son in this whole ridiculous non-stalking situation? And her son started to worry that she might get murdered. That happened, right? But she's all like, kids. Yeah. That happened. Yeah. It's his reading place, Hella. Get it right. Slaybay's like, I'm leaving to get dinner. Yeah. Yes, frightened her child that Chad was coming to their house. Yeah. Yes, her child. That was sad. Poor kid. Yeah, exactly. Dali's getting tired, but can you just hang out for a little bit, because there are some comments that I need to bring up that some of our wonderful members have put onto Web Sleuths and haven't been deleted, I think. So I need to bring them up. And so could you please stick around for that? And then you can go. Okay. Then I'll allow you to go.
I suppose.
Because Eric's sister was very much that way too. Like, she was like, the children. I see kids nodding. So that was, you know, I've been going on a tangent for a long time, but that was something that I noted too. So this family, in other words, in that moment, while Eric is dying, to go full circle with your question, in that moment, Eric's already dead, but it hasn't been pronounced dead. So all the first responders are there.
Uh-oh, we lost Lauren.
Oh, you lost me? I'm here.
No.
Do you have me, Kit?
Yeah, I can see you. It looks like Trisha might be frozen.
Okay, so we lost Trisha, but we're good. Are you guys here?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're back. We're back.
At that moment, Kouri and Katie do embrace. They, Kouri's clearly called Eugene, Eric's dad, that night. She's called Katie. So she's called Eric's family. They come over, they embrace. And I think, as far as I know, shortly after that night, it was over. The relationship was over because they started to suspect that Kouri was responsible. There was a moment where Kouri finally went upstairs to console one of her children.
Trisha's frozen.
And
again.
then Katie noticed that Kouri switched to buying the Midway mansion while consoling one of her children. So just moments after he's declared.
So all of a sudden she's like, you mean she's hysterical, and then she's like not.
Yeah, and I think that was the moment the family thought, wait a minute.
Something's up.
And the fight was 2 or 3 days after that.
Oh my God. And so I have some body camera footage here that they played while the officer that was on the stand. That's probably, let's show that. Is that okay?
Please. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Let me get that here. Hang on. Let me grab this quickly here. Okay. Just a second here. There you go. This body cam footage from the night that Eric died. And this is when that officer is on the stand, and he's talking about how different Kouri was acting. Let's put it that way. I think that's a better way to put it.
And I'm going to have to move all this stuff now. Damn it.
And no medical history other than his asthma. I think his Lyme disease. What does he take? What medicine does he take? Can you find it and tell
All right. So let's flip through them watching it. Hang on, let's see them watching this bit.
Where's she at?
Very good at
Hang on.
when he gets on the bike downstairs? I don't know.
More information now.
I want to see them. I want to see them reacting to this.
When I first saw that, I thought, she is so faking it. She's just faking. I mean, did you think that too? Or is it just everybody else on the planet that sees that and thinks that?
I'm not very good at knowing when people are faking that. I did think it was really strange that she kept her hands over her face for
the whole time,
a good 20 minutes.
Yeah.
While having whole conversations.
Lauren knows about faking
I
it.
thought that was very suspicious.
I just heard faking it, and I'm
And I appreciate what Kit just said. I'm not very good at judging that.
Good for
Judging
her.
when people are faking it. I appreciate that. I do. And then
I don't
yeah,
think
she found
anyone is really, for the most part.
Well, there's a lot of people out there who think they're very
think
good at
they do.
judging that. Yeah. But I appreciate her saying that, but she found this suspicious. So she started by saying, I'm not very good at judging that, but I found this part suspicious. So I like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't find the 911 call super authentic.
Yeah. And again, we have to say that, yeah, we have more information now, but and like Lauren said earlier, yeah, everybody grieves in a different way and all of that, but there are just some things that are human. And as humans, we can judge if somebody is lying. Kit, when did you hear about the book? And
John clearly can't.
Tell us.
John can't know
how that came about the children's book that she wrote.
I think I remember the headline when it happened. I got interested in the children's book after hearing about the walk the dog letter. I had originally kind of ignored the children.
Lauren's thinking, damn small YouTubers. What am I doing here with these small YouTubers? Really? Not many people watch these people.
Children's book because I heard that she hadn't written it.
Okay.
And there's this people.com article where they say that they interviewed a ghostwriter who had sort of done an interview with Kouri to see if she wanted to hire him. It doesn't actually say that she did hire him. And I emailed people and tried to get clarification on this, and they were not at all helpful. But when I looked the guy up, it looks like he holds multiple positions at this company book writing lane, which Kouri used. And so he does editing and ghostwriting, and he's also their spokesperson. It might be
That is actually a really good point. Why doesn't Lauren ever have them on her show? She only ever has people like Vinny on. Yeah? So she will only ever have somebody on who makes her look more famous.
Well,
or
she
more
had,
credible.
in her defense, she did have Lori Hellis on. And that went well.
And that went well. It actually did go well for about a year.
Wow.
It went well for Laurie.
Until screwed it all up.
Until John screwed it all up. It went well for Laurie, and it went too well for Laurie as far as Lauren and John were concerned. So Laurie was very smart. She was smarter than them. And people saw that, and they liked her contribution, and they did not like that. They felt very threatened by that. It made her uncomfortable. So, yes. And that was when their channel was a lot smaller, and they didn't have the ridiculous giant heads they have on them now. Well, they did. They didn't have the ability to get people like Vinnie Politan on. Yes. So now they're at a point where it's like, well, we can get Vinny. And they just got Brianna Whitney, and Brianna Whitney, somebody who actually managed to get the interview with Laurie Daybell, which they couldn't. So they will get people on who they think make them look more credible. And that does not include Trisha or this Kit person. And yeah, they absolutely believe that they are above most people that they who think they are friends with. So Trisha thinks that Lauren's her friend.
Yeah.
And Megan. Yeah. John's head has been giant. Both of their heads are just out of control giant. And it's so interesting because here is Lauren and John. If you were to do one of those word searches on their channel, every transcript that they've ever done, I reckon the word narcissist would come up as one of the top ones because they're constantly calling people narcissists. I don't use the word narcissist very often because I think it's well overused. I use it tongue in cheek. Yeah, but if anyone's a narcissist, it's those two. So yeah, pot calling kettle black. Absolutely. Now, I wanted to show you guys something. So here is a comment. Is this was on our Discord? Who put this on our Discord? It might have been Proud Former Gem. Put this on our Discord. Thank you to our members on our Discord. Really appreciate it. Guys, memberships, keep your memberships up. It really helps. It really helps keep the channel going. We're a very small channel and we need the memberships. It's the only way we can keep going. So thank you. Now, Mulor Deck says, yeah, she had to wait for the drunken, pilled out Lauren, the real reporter, allegedly to give us the details, such as when she says circumstantial evidence. That stayed up for a while. I don't know if it's gone yet. Drunken, pilled out Lauren. Thank you. Every ex-boyfriend is a narcissist, according to Facebook. Yeah. And that's why we have the little narcissist emoji as well. It's like everybody's a narcissist. It's gone now, Googie. Is it really? That one's gone. I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Okay, and next one from Googie. Why is it, Trisha, that you have to delete comments that are not positive, especially when it comes to Lauren Matthias? There is a lot of proof out there that. Okay, so here's I can't see the rest of it, or can I? Oh, here we go. It comes to Lauren Matthias. There is a lot of proof out there that LM really did lie to get an RO against Christina. It's out there. The evidence is there. There's really two sides to every story. Okay, there is nothing offensive about that comment. I can see why she might get rid of this one. Drunken, pilled out Lauren, the real reporter, because she's calling it, whoever this is calling her guest drunken, pilled out. So in terms of like moderation standards, if you're going to be a little bit strict with your moderation standards and go, okay, please don't attack my guest, saying that they're drunken, pilled out, okay, I can kind of see why that one might get deleted, even though it's true. But this one by Googie, no, there's no attack there. There's just nothing, right? That's just pointing out that there is another side to the story, and you're asking Trisha a clear question. Trisha could just answer you, Googie. Why is it, Trisha, that you have to delete comments that are not positive, especially when it comes to Lauren Matthias? There is a lot of proof out there that LM really did lie to get an RO against Christina. It's out there. The evidence is there. There's really two sides to the story. Now, is that one gone, Googie? Has she deleted that? Because if that were in my comments, I would answer it. I wouldn't delete it. I'd just answer it. I'm assuming I saw it. I would answer it. Yeah. My opinion doesn't matter, but I am going to say it anyway. Lauren really seemed to be impaired, in my opinion. She cut you and Kit off so much. It was so hard to watch. See, now that also is not an attack. Impaired is not an attack. No. Still, there was a comment attacking me. Was there? Really? So, I mean, okay, I think it's, I don't know if my comment guidelines or if it's my comment guidelines or my chat guidelines say, I think it's something along the lines of attack the argument, not the person, or something like that. It's a pretty standard one. And yeah, it's basically just don't insult people. Like, have a civil discussion, and you can disagree, just don't go after the person directly. Like, don't call them names, don't say nasty things to them in order to make your point. Just ask civil questions and have that discussion backwards and forwards. So I don't see how there's anything more than just asking a question that is begging a response there. So that wouldn't be like against any guidelines or anything like that in most comment sections or chats. Yeah. So that pisses me off if that's gone, or if someone's attacked you in response, Cookie. Yeah. It's not Trisha is unaware that Lauren lied and refused to research it. It's Trisha is fully aware that Lauren lied and is weaponizing the courts and is trying to assist her in doing it. Yeah, absolutely. Trisha may not know what century or continent she is in. It's just like Judy Con. Trisha isn't naive about Lauren. Yeah. Trisha can't handle the truth. No, it's just, no, that's all right. So I'm kind of broke, but I pay my dues in thumbs up. Oh, look, no one's expected to do anything around here. It's just if you can be a member or something, that's super appreciated. It really, really helps the channel.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, and we're gonna let Dali go to sleep. And also we're going to redirect over to Sean, potentially criminal. He's running the whole trial for the day. And looks like we're back on for court tomorrow. I had no idea. So we'll probably do this again tomorrow. We'll see. We shall see. Who knows? Because, yeah, oh, well, I mean, she's still on the stand. What's her name? Carmen Lauber is still on the stand.
Yeah.
So that is nuts as far as I'm concerned. I've been waiting for her to be on the stand, and also Robert Crozier to be on the stand, and also those detectives who coerced her, as far as I'm concerned. And I hope you guys appreciate the discussion in here, that it's a bit different to some, probably a lot different to the discussion that's happening elsewhere. You can have whatever opinion you like in here. You're not going to get attacked for it. If you find Carmen Lauber's testimony to be suspicious, cool. If you don't, cool. If you are fine with the way the detectives or the state have influenced her, that's fine. But if you are not supportive of that, that's fine too. We are not emotionally invested in this. We are watching it and calling it as we see it. So I wish we weren't on the wrong time zone and we could stream the entire thing. That would be fun, but we can't, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just we're here for the ride. So hope you do appreciate. Yeah, I know it's quite different out there in lots of different chats. So if I wake up early enough, I go into Gigi's sometimes, and that's nice. But yeah, it's pretty wild ride out there. And I'm sure it's going to get wilder as things progress. So yeah, tomorrow I think what we'll do is assuming nothing more dramatic happens throughout the day, we'll try and watch the rest of Carmen Lauber's Cross, and then we might do a little bit of seeing whatever else happened on Web Sleuths or whatever else, if there's been any funny things happen throughout the day or night. Do we find out who the sketcher was removed from the courtroom? No, I don't think I have a message from Janice or Christina yet, and I will ask them. I'll ask them if they know anything about it. I'll ask them if it was them. Kidding. I don't think it was. But yeah, I'll see if I can find out any inside info. I'll be listening to the replay. Hey, Young Black. Not many places where I can get unbiased chat. Yeah. So thank you for being here, guys, and we'll go over to Potentially Criminal, and everyone say Hella Raid when you get there. Time for the song.
Her name was Hella. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams. Her co-host is Dali and she dances sometimes. Her words are always so loud, and because she's a native